Feeling like you're behind in the garden, or maybe you have harvested some of your cool season crops and you have some extra space. The great news is it's not too late to start planting or continue planting. In this video, I'm going to show you some quick growing crops that you can plant right now in June and even into July and still get a great harvest before the fall. These are great if you're short on time, short on season, just harvested a cool season crop, or you just got a late start. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Jill and my garden is in Arkansas, Zone 8A. I used to think that you plant the garden once and maybe you can plant a fall garden if you feel up to it. But over the years, I've learned that if you choose the right crops and the right varieties, there's actually a lot you can still plant and grow by planting in the middle of the season. So let's dig into my go-to fast-growing vegetables, herbs, and even a few flowers that still have time to produce before the fall. First up, bush beans. These are super speedy crops. Most varieties mature in 50 to 60 days. My favorite is this one, which is jade, but another popular option this time of year is contender, which is especially heat tolerant. One thing I love about jade is how fast it comes to harvest. I planted these seeds on April 11th and already less than 2 months later, they are coming to harvest. I've got these planted here and in my green stock, and after they harvest, I'll probably plant another planting right behind it. There's still plenty of time for that. In fact, I love planting 2 plantings of bush beans per year. It gives me more to be able to preserve, but if you're late in the garden, you still have time for your first planting by planting now. Next, we have cucumbers. If you go with a pickling type like Boston pickling or a slicing variety like Marketmore 76, or a variety ideal for containers like Patio Snacker, you can start harvesting in just a couple of months. But for planting this time of year, I would recommend to consider varieties with powdery mildew resistance. I have found in my garden that powdery mildew is especially bad as we head into fall. I've had good luck with the variety Ashley and any of the longer Chinese cucumbers like Suyo Long. I love to plant and replant cucumbers all summer long so I can have cucumbers for my salads as long as possible. Next, you can also squeeze in a crop of zucchini or yellow squash. Try Dunja or this one, which is Astia. They are quick to mature at around 45 to 50 days. And in my garden, these varieties have held up against powdery mildew really well. And here's a tip if you deal with squash bugs or squash vine borers and maybe your early planting got decimated, replant a second planting. I normally like to do it in late July to be able to escape the squash vine borer pressure. But even if you don't have that and you're just dealing with squash bugs, sometimes taking out that first crop and giving it a few weeks break before you plant a second one is a way that you can get the harvest for longer without having to fight the bugs as much. Next, we have corn. I don't have this planted in my kitchen garden because I prefer to plant it in a ground bed. And if you have the space and you have 80 to 90 frost-free days left, sweet corn can still work in your garden. In fact, in my long growing season, I actually prefer to plant corn around July 4th for a September harvest. But if your season is shorter than mine, look for early maturing varieties like Early Sunglow or Ambrosia to try to make sure that you get your harvest in before frost. Next, don't forget about tomatoes and peppers. While mine are this tall in June and my peppers are already starting to harvest, this is a Megatron jalapeno, it's not too late for these. If your local nursery is still selling transplants, there is still time to get a harvest from tomatoes or peppers. And this can apply to you whether you have a short season area or a longer hot season area. For those of you in the northern part of the US with shorter seasons, pick an early to mature variety like Early Girl. This can ripen in as little as 55 to 60 days. And another thing to consider is cherry and grape tomatoes are great choices because they tend to come to harvest more quickly. Now, if you live in a southern climate where tomatoes are really suffering in the heat, consider planting a second crop of tomatoes, probably more into July. I've heard from a lot of southern gardeners that actually have a great second harvest of tomatoes if they wait until they ripen in the cooler part of the early fall. You can do the same with peppers. What I found is that peppers actually start producing a lot better and more quickly the closer we get to frost. This is especially true with bell peppers. But as long as you plant from transplant, then you should be able to get a harvest from your peppers. If you have a short growing season, try to opt for a shorter days to maturity variety like Ace, or you can opt for a smaller pepper like jalapeno that's not going to take as long to mature. We have one more summer staple that will apply to many of you, especially if you live in a long season area like I do, and that is southern peas, also known as black-eyed peas, purple hull peas. You get the idea. These are drought tolerant, which makes them perfect to grow this time of year. They love the heat, and they're actually great for building the soil. Try California Black Eye. This is a very popular staple variety, and you'll start harvesting in 65 to 75 days. An herb that you can replant throughout the summer is basil. Basil loves the heat and it grows fast. And what you may have found already is that some of your earlier planted basil could be starting to show signs of flowering, or it may already have flowered. And while this is great for pollinators, the quality of the leaves actually declines. So you could actually leave those out for the pollinators and replant new plants. You can plant from seed directly in your garden. The soil is warm enough. Or transplant if you can find one at your garden center, and you can be harvesting in as little as 30 days. Just keep it well watered, and when you see signs of it starting to flower, pinch it off. That way you can have good quality leaves for longer in the season. Next, let's talk about some flowers. If your garden needs a pop of color or more pollinators, flowers are a great quick win to plant. My first suggestion is to grow zinnias. Zinnias grow fast, they thrive in the heat, and they attract bees and butterflies. Look for varieties like Benary's Giant or Profusion. This one I believe is Oklahoma Pink. I absolutely love that color. Most of these bloom from 60 to 70 days from seed, and they're the perfect crop to be able to grow, especially as we head into the heat. Another option that I just planted for the first time, so they are not blooming yet, is sunflowers. If you have a long season, choose any kind of sunflowers you want. This is a great time to plant. But if you have a short season, choose small to medium sunflowers like Short Stuff or Autumn Beauty. They can bloom in as little as 60 days and are perfect for border plantings. Plus, they are fantastic for the bees, and you will love seeing that in the middle of the summer. Next, you can tuck in some marigolds. Marigolds are another favorite. They're great for pollinators, and they're a great companion plant. One thing I love about marigolds is that they are able to withstand the heat. Right now, this alyssum is very lush. You can see lots of different pollinators. I see syrphid flies, honeybees all over them. Although they're gonna last all summer, they're gonna start suffering in the heat. These pansies and these violas will do the same. They're not gonna last through their heat. And then you can see even the calendula is starting to fade a little bit. But while these start to fade, the marigold really starts showing up. And not only are they beautiful, and not only will they bloom in 55 to 65 days if you plant from seed, or you can buy them from your garden center, they are especially good for pest deterrents. So if you've been feeling like the gardening season is passing you by, don't. There is still time to grow a lot of food, some herbs, and some beautiful flowers if you start with the right crops. Let me know in the comments what you're planting in June, what you would like to plant, especially if you have specific varieties that have worked well for you. The beautiful part about the garden is you don't have to depend on that one planting, and then if you miss it, you're out. You can continue planting throughout the season and enjoy your garden for much longer.